Hello and welcome back here on Forever Sports. It's a conclusion here at the Allianz Stadium at Twickenham. It's England who are triumphant over Japan by 59 points to 14. And Japan, for all their promise and enterprise, really lacked the basics in terms of their defensive capability, slipping far too many tackles, allowing England to get that quick ruck ball and then just not able to stop the attacking shape of England. And it was Ben Earl who got England on the board early on, followed by Sam Underhill, who unfortunately in the process of scoring that try did in fact get injured and had to leave the field, bringing on Chandler Cunningham South in his place. We hope all goes well for him as him and England prepare for the Six Nations. It was then the captain, Jamie George, who got a double of tries, and England at one stage were up by 28 points to 0 with 4 converted tries. Japan did get a solitary try of their own in that first half via the scrum of Saito, who converted to make it a 28.7 game at that stage. But then England, just before half-time, with lovely little quick thinking feet from Ollie Saito, put a little chip grubber kick ahead, gathered and scored to make it 35 points to 7 at half-time. It was then England, when Japan did in fact come out in that second half and show a little bit of more promise, perhaps getting a tongue lashing from Eddie Jones. They just got nothing to show for it in terms of being in the opposition's 22, but having no reward for that pressure. It was George Furbank who scored England's 6th try after Tommy Freeman showed some wonderful hands. If you missed that try, check it out on YouTube. Tommy Freeman out the back of the right hand, behind the back to George Furbank, who scored the try and finished, which was in effect a Japanese line-out which went all wrong, but England converting that to try number 6. Cowan Dickey, the replacement hooker, came on and scored try number 7 for England. And then Japan did in fact get their second try via Himano, the number 7 flank forward. Much has to be made mention of him and the likes of Dylan Riley in that Japanese lineup. But just individual brilliance is not going to get you over the line, especially in front of 80,000 fans at the Allianz Stadium. England looking to finish on a high, and it was Cowan Dickey who got a double. He saw his captain do it and said, if you can, so can I. And England got in for try number 8, and then it was the man off the bench, Tom Roebuck, who got his first international try to take it up to 59 points to 14. And you thought England were pushing for their 10th try. They just couldn't get over the line. They had a last gasp attempt in the opposition danger zone, but it was knocked on in the end by Finn Baxter, and the referee, with the clock in the red, called full time at the Allianz Stadium. And it's Eddie Jones who has to go home with the heavy defeat. England in a commanding position at most stages of the game, or in fact throughout all stages of the game. Scrum down set piece, line out set piece, discipline, and then obviously the dominant tackles were another talking point for England, putting in a whole host in double figures in terms of dominant tackles. Perhaps Japan have to go and look at that and perhaps make some changes as they approach next season. And for England, they have to go into the Six Nations perhaps with their tails up, knowing that they're in and amongst the Tier 1 nations in the likes of Ireland, France, and even Scotland, who defeated Australia early on this afternoon. But they can really hold their head high with some close defeats. They get a victory. Can this set them off in the upcoming Six Nations? From myself, Roots, here at Forever Sports, it's been an absolute pleasure to take you on this rugby journey. It's England triumphant by 59 points to 14. Until next time, bye for now.